You know, the line between for love and for money in the land brokerage business sometimes is a very, very ill-defined line. I'm on 20 acres out in the middle of BFE. You know what BFE is, you know where I am. It's landlocked. It's got a creek that cuts it up badly. It's 100 miles from anywhere. I actually have a deal on it. You're not going to believe me when I tell you this. This is Louisiana, north central Louisiana, and I got a deal on what you're looking at, $8,000, 20 acres. That's $400 an acre for you guys that are quick math. And I sold it to an adjoining neighbor that I sold some property to 15 years ago. So these folks called me from out of state and said, we've got this 20-acre tract and another 40 that I've listed as well. And I've done some work on 3 other tracts for them. So this wasn't the only deal that I did, but when they called and asked me to help them on this, I said, glad to. You know, I don't cherry pick. It's hard. It's, 2 hours from the office one way. Then that's a 30-minute four-wheeler ride to get within a quarter of a mile of then walking through this Caney Creek bottom. And the folks that said they would buy it asked me, hey, Pat, could you mark it for us? Because there's no marks on the ground. There's one little faint paint line on the south end, but the corners aren't marked. And so I said, man, if that'll get you to buy the property, I'll do it. So I came out here and used my software and got as close as I could to what I thought was the corner. And keep in mind, I can't certify corners. I can in my mind know, hey, I think it's right there. So I'm gonna start flagging the lines, east and west and north and south. And I did that as far as I could go. I couldn't cross that big creek, wasn't going to for an $8,000 20-acre landlocked tract. So I got right up through the creek in 2 spots, and I'll just tell the guys, hey, that's as good as I could get, but at least they've got some markings on the ground. I get in my business a little bit. RecLand is going to get a smooth $500 for me coming out here and spending 3 or 4 hours, 2 different days in this nasty hot weather in this creek bottom, looking at it the first time, getting pictures, then talking to my buddies about it, seeing if they wanted it, and then coming back the second time and flagging it for them. So I'm doing this for the clients. I'm doing it for the clients that I've already done some business for, and I'll help them get rid of this last dog with fleas here in Louisiana. It'll be gone. Glad to do it. Take care of those clients. The other clients that I sold property to, 14, 15 years ago, help them make a good deal, mark the lines for them so they know where to come and what's going on. $500. So this is more about for love of the game than it is for love of the dollar. So those of you that are in the land business, sometimes you got to make those decisions. Hey, I know this is going to be tight on the money, but if you're committed to the business like I am, committed to your clients like I am, you just can't cherry pick. You just can't. You just got to suck it up and do what you got to do sometimes to make the deal work for everybody. So if you've got a good land agent in your world, don't begrudge them the money they make on some good deals, because those good deals make up for these deals. Where you're out here dying just to, get 500, some gas money. So anyway, that's the land business in the South. Hey, you want to watch some more of our videos? There's some more right there. Check them out.